West to world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Miami Dolphins.
We play to win. Let's go! Come on, D! Double tight, guys, double tight. Even. Four down, even.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. And his first pass is incomplete. Jerome Baker right there in coverage.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Alpha!
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. It was Quincy Wilson that time, was able to make the play defensively. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Pulled in at the 24. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Operating from the gun, Shea. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Ready? Mike, 5. Focus, defense, focus.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
It's 4th down.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down.
Mike, 12. They gonna need some therapy.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
Hey, we gotta get this stop here, D. Double time, check. Yo, 80. Shoot.
A first down throw, Darnold. This one caught by Crowder. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
Right here, right here. Check any weapon.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
We're going to set. Hey, Mike 40, Mike 40. Get that quarterback, D-Lo.
On the ground with Bryce Love, the former Stanford Cardinal, able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On third and short, going with their tight end. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Here we go.
On first down, here's Love. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here goes set. 55. Check, 55. Mike. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
On second and 11 now. Darnold. That is caught by Anderson for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson. His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And partner, I'm going to make a quick pivot here and ask you to play general manager. It's well documented they're last in the league in offense, number 32. What changes might they make?
And this is where you have to be almost like a chess master as a general manager because you have a few things at your disposal that you need to use. Obviously the draft, free agency, maybe you can make some trades, but also look at your practice squad. Have you been grooming players to promote and give them an opportunity to play as well? That way, you start to supplement as well as replace guys that need it.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. From the gun, Shea. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zay Jones that time, but now it'll be third down.
Third down and 12 yards to go.
They've had touchdowns on both of their drives thus far, but now they face a third and long. Looking to throw. Shea. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Alex Anzalone in there for the sack on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
You ain't doing nothing today.
They're going to try and throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. And a failure on 4th down on the other side leads immediately to a 1st and goal. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. He'll have a first down past the 40. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. He was able to escape the pocket and get out of bounds. You like the decision-making?
I love the decision-making, and I love the execution because you just know that his eyes were darting all over the place. You know, they talk about keeping your head on a swivel, looking for the danger spots where the hits are going to come from. How about him getting all he could out of that run and then getting out of bounds?
And he told us, look, I'm a rookie. I'm waiting for the game to slow down, but it seems like he's processing things pretty well.
He certainly is. He's slowing the game down himself with his actions.
That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Shea. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete.
Right there. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 39-yard line.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Let's go, defense. Who we got?
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And it's scooped up by the Jets. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. From the gun, Shea. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. And this is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. On first down, it's Bell, and he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Second and 5 now. Darnold escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards there and a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
On second down, it's Bell. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position. Now facing 3rd down. Here's Love. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Check 15, check 15.
Brings up 4th down.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. And he's got his man on the out route. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Check back 12.
On 4th down, Shea. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Watch the pass.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. He already has 2 sacks to his credit, now another tackle for loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, they've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip him with a second guy. Maybe you just out and out double him. Maybe you make sure you take the ball and throw it as far away from him as possible. Because right now, he is wrecking things for them.
And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
It's going to be a long day. SOS. Check Mike 12. Mike 12. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
On 4th down, Shea. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. 1st and 10 at the 19. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10. And he is in. Touchdown, New York.
That's it, baby. We got 6 all day.
Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
19-yard line.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And the return will stop right around the 25. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
40's Mike. Coming to you. 40's Mike. You don't want this.
After the interception, here's Darnold. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Give the sack to Jerome Baker. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
They'll try the right side with Bell. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Miami. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
552. It's out time. It's out time.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. On 4th down, Darnold. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 16-yard line.
Here we go. Set. Mike to Pittsburgh. I'm on.
And now, and he coughed it up. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to make it 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, Shea. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
We're outside. Mike 40, Mike 40. 65, 65. 65. 40's Mike, 40's the Mike. 3 buzz. 40's the Mike. Squeeze.
On 1st down, Darnold. Open man is QT, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. Darnold from the gun. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Kiki QT, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
Toss play to Melange. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it 3rd down. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, but how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Here we go. 60 yards. Hey, pick your game up.
2nd and long. He's going to let one fly for Tate. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Brian Poole that time there to get a hand on it. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Operating from the gun. Shea. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Check Mike 12. Mike 12. Mike 12. Hey, let's get that ball. Get that ball.
On 4th down, Shea. Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Mike's 40. Mike's 40. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Instead of running, Darnold's going to throw this thing. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Watch his slant. Hey, zoom.
To throw again on 2nd down. Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted. Cordray Tankersley with a pick. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they didn't get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. And the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Under 10, 10.
And Darnold wants to throw the football. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
You're all mine. You're all mine, baby. Mike 12. Mike 12. He's tired of me. He's tired of us. Check Mike 12. Mike 12. Mike 12. Let's go, honey.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Oh, wide open, complete, past the 20, 10, and a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there.